Claude Code is everywhere right now, and I really think that if you're not using this tool over the next 1 to 2 years, you're going to extremely underperform others who are using it. And it's the reason that I created this specific channel. So what I'm going to do in this video is break down how to set up Claude Code from scratch and give you the base foundation for using it so that you can take it and run with it and apply it to tasks that you do on a daily basis. While I don't think that AI is going to take everyone's job and just be completely automated, I do think that the people who embrace this and use it on a daily basis are going to be 5 to 10 times more productive than others who are not using it. I started using Claude Code about 4 months ago in my day job as an online business broker, and I've automated about 10 to 15 different tasks that I now use Claude to do. And certain things that used to take maybe 3 or 4 hours to do, it now takes 10 minutes and probably gives me a better, more consistent output. And that's where I really think people are going to get the biggest gains over the next year. It's automating these small tasks that you do on a daily or weekly basis and using these tools to help you and make you more efficient when you're doing them. By the end of the video, I want you to be able to automate a single task that you do on a daily or weekly basis with Claude Code and see the results. This right here is anti-gravity. Basically, this is a development environment that people use to code, but we can use it to utilize Claude Code and really be able to see our file structures over here on the left-hand side. So what you want to do is download anti-gravity. You can download VS Code or Cursor as well and install it. Installing it, the basic configuration out of the box is going to work just fine. And once installed, come over here to the left-hand side, go to extensions and click on Claude Code. Click on install. I've already got it installed here, and that will install Claude Code. You will need to purchase a Claude Code subscription. I would recommend getting at least the $20 Pro plan. If you really start to use this and utilize it, you'll need to at least go to one of the max plans, which I believe is $100 and $200 at this point, but it's well worth the money spent. So once installed, you can click on this little icon up here. That will open Claude Code, and we'll close this, and we can close this, and we basically have this Claude interface very similar to something like ChatGPT that we can interact with the model. So in here, what we first want to do is create a Claude.md file. So let me show you this graphic right here. Let's talk a little bit about the Claude MD file. This is basically your AI's instruction manual, and you can install this in 2 different places. You can install it globally, which would apply it to all of your projects that you ever use with Claude. And then you can apply it to the project that you're working on specifically, to the folder that you're in. So once you're in VS Code or Cursor or anti-gravity here, what you want to do is go to File. You want to open a folder. So you might want to create a folder for the project that you're working in. For example, if you're a real estate agent, create a folder for your real estate business. And then within that folder, we can then use and create different tools that we use on a daily basis. I'm going to select this testing folder for this project. In the Claude MD file, you want to give instructions for your project. So you might want to give it a project description, talk about your folder structure that you want to utilize, coding standards, key workflows, voice and tone. And over time, you want to continue building this out. So if you see that Claude is, making a mistake over and over again, you would want to correct that and give it a specific instruction that rectifies that mistake inside the Claude MD file. So rather than creating the Claude MD file from scratch, I'm basically going to ask Claude to help me build this out. So I've prompted it here, create a Claude.md file for this project. The project is based around an AI YouTube channel that creates tutorials for knowledge workers and small business owners to help them with AI automation, essentially this channel, and ask me some questions that will help you create a detailed Claude MD file. So I'm going to prompt it with that, and then it will come back and ask you some questions, about your tone and voice, your brand name, your brand colors and guidelines if you have them. You can see here what's your YouTube channel name, what tools, platforms do you typically cover in tutorials, what's your typical content pipeline, what's your technical setup? So is there any coding, video assets, a website that you use? What language or frameworks are you using? And then workflow and preferences. So there's a lot of different things that you can provide the Claude MD file, and you should build this out over time. Now, rather than build this out from scratch in this video, what I'm going to do is come to another project that I have. So I have this one open over here, and I'm going to copy my Claude MD file from here, and I'm going to paste it in this project. So if we take a look now, I'll show you what my Claude MD file looks like for this project or this YouTube channel that I run. And I have a workspace that I work out of to help me come up with titles, come up with video ideas, create thumbnails, and do a lot of that work. So you can see here we've got the brand, so the go-to resource for AI tutorials. We've got a mission, we've got 2026 goals, we've got target audience, content pillars, voice and tone, so casual, non-techy, concise, and to the point. Membership, so we're going to create some products in the future, so we want to start telling it about that so it has context. What is this? And then the folder structure that we use in our project. So we have a specific folder structure that I use where I have content. Inside each piece of content, there's ideas, scripts, and diagrams, etc. And then sort of key workflows, so new videos or new diagrams, idea capture, trend-spotted, content cadence, so how often we're uploading. So giving it as much information as possible on your job and on your tasks. So depending on what you do or what you're going to use this project folder for, you want to create an outline and a briefing for Claude, and essentially as close to what you would give an employee that you're getting to do these same tasks. So now anytime we execute any task in Claude, it's going to reference the Claude MD file first, so it gets all of the context, and then it will execute your task based on that. So that's the Claude MD file. It's the first thing that you want to set up when you start Claude. So now let's talk about Claude skills and commands. These are essentially reusable prompts that you can trigger with a single command. So as I was talking about in the start of this video, you may have 10 or 15 tasks that you complete on a daily or weekly basis. So you likely want to build out a specific skill for each of those tasks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out a skill with you right now. There's lots of skills as well in, there's plugins or skills in Claude. So they have a marketplace where you can just download their skills that people are already using. And there's a lot of third-party marketplaces where you can download skills as well. But to be honest, if you want to get the best results, especially if you're doing a job that's not extremely popular, you probably want to create a skill from scratch and have Claude assist you with that. So basically with the skill, you type in / your command, which is the name of your skill, and you provide it any context that it needs. It then executes that skill based on the markdown file that it has and comes back with the result. There's lots of different skills. In this video, I'm going to create one to create a diagram for a specific, sort of theme or project. So what I'm going to set to Claude here is help me create a skill for creating diagrams on specific topics I talk about in my video. Utilize the brand guidelines that I have in my Claude MD file, which we can see over here on the right. And then I basically tell it what the skill is. So whenever you're prompting it for the specific task that you're doing, you want to think about the steps that you go through when you're doing this process manually yourself. So I'm going to create a skill that helps me create diagrams for a video. So for example, here, what I've said is the skill should 1, ask the user what they want to create the diagram for. 2, then research that topic on the web so you fully understand the topic and create a simple diagram that actually explains that complex topic in an easy to digest format. And then create that diagram as an Excalidraw diagram in an output folder. Excalidraw is basically a tool that you can use to create different diagrams in an easy to digest way. So you can see here, that's what I'm using for this video. So let's go ahead and send that over. Now you want to be as specific as possible. There might be 10 different steps that you want to go through depending on what task you're doing here. It can connect to lots of different apps as well. So for example, if you wanted to connect this to Canva to create different graphics, you can do that. Just tell it that you wanted to do that in the prompt. And if it needs any access or needs you to connect anything, it will prompt you to connect that. You can see here, it's asking me for permission to go ahead and work on this. So I'm going to say, yes, it's allowed to create directories in my folder. I'm going to allow it for this session, and it will go through and start working through and building out this skill. The skill file that it creates is going to be very similar to our Claude MD file. Pretty much everything when you're working with these AI tools, you think a lot about like coding and these automations, and it seems very complex, but ultimately everything is just a markdown file. It's just text telling the LLM what you want it to do, and it goes and figures it out. It's essentially like an employee. It basically researches, it goes and looks on the internet and figures out how other people have done this in the past, gets that information, and then executes for you. So everything is very simple. If you can explain it in your own terms, it will go ahead and do it for you. So I'm going to say, yes, I want to write this. And now it's created this .claude folder. So this .claude folder is where all of your commands or all of your skills are going to live. And it will actually create this. So you can see it's actually created a command and not a skill in this case, because this is a very simple task. Step 1 is get the topic. So it's going to ask us a question. What topic do you want the diagram for? Give me a brief description or paste the section of your script you want visualized. Wait for the user's response before continuing. So, if you're creating a YouTube script, you might want to provide it with your script at this point. Then going to research that topic. It's going to plan the diagram. And then you can see some of the more specifics here. So like limit to 48 elements max. And that's because we said we want it to be simple, easy to digest. It's then going to write out the elements. build the Excalibur file. It's then give it the brand colors, which come from our Claude MD file. So you can see how in practice this actually works and references that Claude MD file as it works through different tasks. And then it's got some style rules, etc. here. So let's go ahead, and now we need to close out Claude, because every time you create a skill, you need to restart Claude so that it picks it up. And I'm going to do / diagram. And it should then pop up and ask me, what do I want to create this diagram for? So you can see here, it's now asking me what topics you want a diagram for. Give me a brief description or paste. So I'm going to give it the concept that I want to create a diagram for. So create me a diagram that explains skills and commands in Claude Code. I'm going to provide it with that information, and then it should start working through it. So you can see here, let me research this topic first. I'm going to say, yes, it's allowed to search online for these topics. So it has access to the internet, so it's actually going to go online. It's going to read some articles on the topic, so it gets enough context to actually create good, useful diagrams. So it has now come back with a diagram plan, so basically explaining how it's going to go ahead and create this. And hopefully within a few minutes, we will have a nice little diagram that we can actually utilize. It has now come back. It has finished the diagram, and you can see here it's created it in this content diagrams folder, and then you can see the skills and command diagram. Now, when you open this up, obviously this looks like, a lot of code right here, but you can open this file in Excalibur. So depending on what you're doing, if it's something text-based, it's going to create it in a markdown file. This is created in the specific format that Excalibur uses. If you're using it to, create a graphic, it might create it in HTML, or if you're using Nano Banana, it's going to create a PNG or a JPEG file. But let's go ahead and open this up in Excalibur. So this is the previous one that I had. I want to come up here. I want to open. I'm going to load it from file. So I need to come into the folder that we created here. So testing, content, diagrams, and then the skills. So this is the Excalibur diagram that we created. And you can see here, it's created this nice little diagram. So there's a few little glitches up here. So we might need to click that to open it up. But you can see we've got Claude Code, type / command. It sends out the Claude Code and it executes the task. But then it's giving me a nice little diagram to show that there's built-in commands: clear, help, compact. Claude skills, so project skills that you create, just like the one that we created, utilize this. And then you've got global skills. So again, when you're using Claude Code, just like the Claude MD file, you can have skills in a specific project, or if there's a skill that you want to use globally, you can install that globally and utilize it across multiple different projects. But overall, this could be improved. I might want to change things, some things about it. I might want to edit the colors here. But overall, it's a pretty good diagram that would have took me a lot longer to create from scratch than creating it with this and being able to explain my thoughts to a model and then having it spit it out. And it also has that research piece as well. But this is a very simple example. Again, I wanted to keep this very beginner friendly and just show you some of the things that you can do, and hopefully it sparks some ideas in your head for going ahead and starting to create your first projects inside Claude. I'm not going to go too deep into them in this video, but subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other videos. I do a lot of my video editing inside Claude right now. I created a automated tea time booker that books my tea times for golf. I also created a 1,000-page website, and they're all on the channel there. So that's the basics. It's a really good starting recipe that you can take and kind of forge your own path with it and create it for your tasks. But what I want to show you is a couple of other things. So sometimes when you're working inside VS Code, and especially if you're doing a lot of text-based sort of writing, or you're creating scripts, it can be quite hard to read some of this stuff in here. It's not the best place to read. So what I would recommend doing is downloading a note-taking app. One of the ones that I use is Obsidian. And basically Obsidian allows you to open this folder structure that we're working in right now, and essentially view your notes or view anything that you're doing in a nicer markdown format. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go to the testing folder, and I'm going to open that folder inside Obsidian. You can see here, it basically has the same folder structure that we can see inside Anti-Gravity. So in content, we've got diagrams, we've got the Claude MD file. So in these files, it's just formatted a lot nicer, right? You've got your headings, you've got the bolded text. It's just much easier to read. It also allows you to go in here and paste sort of these code blocks as well. So it makes it really nice and easy to use inside Obsidian. You can create notes in here. So if I create a new note and I just create test note, that note will then appear inside my Claude project folder over here. So I can have the model reference it, add to this note, etc. So that's really powerful using Obsidian. I'm going to leave it there for this video. It's a very simple example of what you can do in Claude, but hopefully it sparks that idea. Especially if you're a beginner to this, it's your first time using it, hopefully it's made it easier to understand how to use it inside sort of a IDE or development environment like Anti-Gravity or VS Code or Cursor. And I'm excited to see what, sort of tasks you guys can come up with that you can automate utilizing this. And I'm going to make a lot more in-depth videos on the channel here of some tasks that I actually use this for in production, but maybe that sparks a few more ideas as well. So if you want to see that, make sure and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.